got another one against me, so I'll need sound back on here.
Gotcha. Getting hit on over there. Getting hit on over there. I don't even know their name. Nice. That's fine, I'm fine. What's that? We got, I'm not.
Tonight's tournament game is sponsored by the Ohsaa High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of student athletes and coaches is appreciated by member schools competing for the right to move on. But both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all fans. The officials decided this tournament game with extensive requirements set by the Ohsaa High School Athletic Association that have been assigned based upon the process approved by the OHSAA Board of Directors. The officials of this game are Roland Byers, Latrish Johnson, Michael Snyder, and Tyler Brooks. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Granville University. All fans are asked to respect the effort each of them has put forth preparing for tonight's contest. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course, your team and your opponent. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. Now let's get the players in tonight's contest. First for the blue Carrol Bulldogs. Starting with the non-starters. Number 0, Charlie Conrad. Number 1, Crystal Brooks. Number 4, Natalie Lane. Number 5, Addison Luke. Number 11, Reagan Hardy. Number 13, Abby Kamak. 21, Sophia Hall. 25, Alyssa Brown. And 35, Sophia Green.
take Bloom Carroll all that they can handle to defeat the juggernaut that is the Granville Blue Aces. As we get started and get set up here for the opening tip-off here on Score on Air. As the starters are getting introduced, I can read that off for you real quick. The starters for the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs, number 3, Emily Bratton. Number 2, Reese Pittman. Number 12, Marissa Wilkerson. Number 23, Emma Seagraves. And number 14, Logan Hardag. And for the Granville Blue Aces, starting guard, number 5, Aaliyah Moore. Number 14, Kate Schreiber. Number 23, Ella Wiggle. Number 24, Ava Gossman. And number 42, Harper Honorio. Well, we sure hope that this game gives us as much excitement as the first one we were able to see here on the Score on Air network between that was as we get started and get ready, as Granville is getting their lineup out on the floor. Very exciting day today. Very exciting game awaits here at the great Capital University.
Yeah, and while we're trying to get a little setter here, I apologize. Yeah, we should have a great one. It's always good to come in with another underdog who's already pulled up an upset to try to get another one to take down the big dog in the state. And we'll see how each of these teams come out. I'll expect that Granville, they want to impose their will. If they have the big expectations and lofty goals, I expect them to play big. I mean, one thing you don't want to do, especially in tournament time, is play down to, not play down, I don't want to say that, but, you know, you can play your, play to the level of the competition. If your competition is state finals, you know what you're going to face there. So the expectation is for them, play like you've been there, play like you're from the state, to play like you want to get to the state and win, and make sure in your impose your will early. And Bloom Carroll is just to always keep it close. Once you get in the fourth quarter with like 5 minutes to go, it's anybody's game. So if they can keep it close and maintain their composure, I expect it to be a really good one.
We are definitely getting ready here for tip-off at Capital University. We're going to take a quick break. This is the Score on Air Network as we get to the game and get ready for tip-off. Again, the Granville Blue Aces and the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs. Granville takes the opening tip. Emma Wiggle with the ball, passes out to Harper. She gets the ball out to Kate. Granville is swinging the ball out early, getting some good ball movement, making sure all the players touch. That was a nice layup attempt by Ella Wiggle, but the shot was missed. Bloom Carroll attempted to get to the ball, but I think the ball will stay with Granville.
I hadn't had a time to look at both of these teams, so I'm going in kind of green, but we'll see how they start out. I expect a little bit of nervousness, but we'll give it a couple minutes to see what each of these teams get into, to see what kind of strategies they have going forward.
Yeah, it's a district final on the line. Nerves are definitely at an all-time high as Granville still has the ball. They pass it inside to Ava, but she missed, and Bloom Carroll gets the ball, and they're pushing it up the court. Reese gets the ball, she passes it, and the first points is by Emma Seagraves with a nice 15-foot jumper.
Emma Seagraves, nice, just being ready. Under the basket, we have a replay coming in.
And then there was the first challenge call, the block charge. It went to the charge. That means Granville will go to the line, it looks like. Well, it looked like they were setting up, but I think they're going to take the ball out on the baseline. It was the first foul.
Yeah, it looks like they called the foul on the floor.
So Kate Schreiber will look to inbound the ball. She gets it in to Harper. Harper gets it in. Nice bump hook. And Harper Ariano with the and one opportunity. Strong move with the left hook.
Yeah, a little bit too strong. You have to watch that elbow. I'm always in for being physical and being aggressive, but any time you swing over that left shoulder really hard and the player falls in any kind of way, the referee is going to call an offensive foul. So she had the right idea, just a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, that was an offensive foul, and my apologies there, as Bloom Carroll gets the ball and passes it back to half court. Emily Bratton misses the shot. Granville gets the ball. They push it up court. Aaliyah Moore with the three, misses, but found number 24, Ava Gossman, as she resets. Granville shoots another three. The three was short by Harper Ariano, and the ball's going the other way to Bloom Carroll. Bloom Carroll looking to get some points on the board. They want to keep it as close as possible for as long as they can, as they get the ball inside, get the ball to number 12, Marissa Wilkerson. Shot was missed. The scrum for the ball. Logan Hardacre gives it up. Passing to a wide open Emma Bratton for three. And just like that, it's 5-0 Bloom Carroll with the early lead.
Yeah, and Emily Bratton is the player that Granville said that was their entire key, was to stop her, and she got an early three.
Nice pass inside by Granville. They get their first 2 points. Ava Gossman with the inside put up. So score is 5-2 with just over 5.5 minutes to go here in this opening period.
Yeah. And Harper is the tallest player on the floor, and she's a solid player, so it's good for her to get established down low, but it's good for them to get some points on the board. It is early, and they missed their first early shots, but it's good for Granville to get something going.
Yeah, she is the only one listed here as an even 6 foot, as Bloom Carroll will get the ball and take it out with a 5-2 lead as they take the ball behind their backcourt. It's a real nice crowd here today for this district final game, Division II, as Bloom Carroll gets the ball.
It is, and I'm trying to determine who has the most fans. It looked like Bloom Carroll has fans on both sides of the floor.
A 3 ball was up and missed by Marissa Wilkerson of Bloom Carroll. And I believe the ball will go to Granville off the miss. Granville has the ball. Kate Schreiber will bring the ball up the court, past half court, looking to get the offense set up. Gets it in Ava. And there's a shot there by number 23, Ella Wiggle.
Ella Wiggle is Granville's leading scorer. She averages nearly 16 points a game, so it's good to see her be active early. Again, I don't have too much knowledge on either of these two teams going into it. However, I do know what I read on the paper, and it says that Ella Wiggle is a scorer to see.
Granville with a great steal and 2 points in by number 24, again, Ava Gossman, and now they have taken a 6-5 lead with just 4.5 to go here in this opening period. Good defense leads to good offense, and that's what just happened on that last possession.
You're right, and that was Kate Schreiber, another player to look out for.
Sweltering defense by the Granville Blue Aces will cause Bloom Carroll to have a turnover early. That defense was swarming, and they trapped her in the corner, and she had nowhere to go.
Yeah, as you see on the last offensive play, seeing Ella Wiggle coming out and making that basket. At least going in the first 4 minutes, starting out in this first quarter, one thing that I've seen is that obviously Bloom Carroll had those quick 5 points. However, Granville has responded accordingly, and now they're amping up their defense. So it seems to me after they got their early jiggers out, it seems like they maybe be ready to make some moves here in the district finals.
That was the 7th pass by Granville, and a 3-pointer up and made by Harper Ariano. Good ball movement early by Granville leads to an open 3-point by Anna, and it's a 9-5 game.
And Harper shoots threes. She's 6 feet, and she's only a sophomore. And there she is with the steal.
Another steal by Granville, and they are pushing the ball up court. There was a shot attempt by number 14, Kate Schreiber, but she missed that layup. There was some good defense and caused her to miss it, but I believe they would take the ball out.
And then that quick little sequence, we see Anna Harper, Anna Reno shoot a three, get a steal, then come back and get the offensive rebound. So she's having a nice little momentum shift all her own. She's kind of stepped up for Granville early.
Another open shot and made by number 12, Katie Cottrell of Granville, and they have came out. They were down early 5-0, but they have sounded back with 12 strong points to take an early 12-5 lead here.
One thing I will say about Granville going into the game, you read up on them, and Harper averages around 8.5 to 9 points a game. You expect her to be big and do her part. But coming out, she's like, hey, give me the ball. I can knock down threes. I can post up. I can get steals. She has 6 points so far, but it looks like her impact on the game is just way, 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 way more. She's very, very active on the defensive end, and she's 6 feet knocking down threes.
That's a mismatch if I've never saw one before. When you got someone that gifted and that agile and tall and plays the defense and then shoots the three, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit for Miss Harper, I tell you. We get back to the game as Bloom Carroll gets the ball. Let's see, that's Marissa Wilkerson being met by Granville, trying to get the ball past half court.
Yeah, and they're extending their pressure a little bit, and it seems to rattle Bloom Carroll early.
Bloom Carroll looking for the open teammate or open lane as Marissa passes it out, gets the ball back.
And if you watch closely, they are face guarding Emily Bratton. She got that shot off, but the player isn't even looking to help on anybody she's guarding. Number 2 from Grandview, Ella Snyder, has the defensive assignment on Emily Bratton, and she's not even turning her head. She just has her face to face. So Bloom Carroll's going to have to do something to get her moving if a player is going to be playing that close to her throughout this game.
I definitely agree. And there's a three-point miss by number 23, Ella Wiggle, but Granville gets the ball back, and another three up and made by Kate Schreiber. Kate knew that ball was going to go in as soon as it left her hands, and there's the 15-5 early first quarter lead. And then Granville with the trap as soon as Bloom Carroll got past half court. Bloom Carroll's trying to break it. They get an open shot by number 12, Marissa Wilkerson, but she was off the mark, and Granville will take the ball and push up court strong. And we have, was that a block or and one? It looks like an and one. But
it was a charge.
Oh, the charge. It looked like Grandview thought it was going to be an and one, but
on the replay here, it looks like, well, it looks like she got there in time. Seeing it live, it looked like she got there a step late. We saw the referee under the basket look to her officiating partner to see what call he had, and he had a charge. Can't be mad at either play. Be aggressive, taking it to the hole and getting in position. But that was a great job for Bloom Carroll to at least stop some of their momentum.
Great outlet pass by Bloom Carroll, and they missed a layup. Emily Bratton missed that layup. I know she wanted that back. Granville has the ball going the other way, gets the ball inside. A three-point up and missed. But Granville has the ball back, and that was a shot attempt that was partially blocked, but I think that may have had a hand on the hand as well. So number 23 for Granville, Ella Wiggle, will go to the line to shoot two.
And this Granville team, like we stated before the game, is 21-1 as their regular season. They only had one loss, and that one loss, they had a really, really bad shooting performance. But then the very next game, they beat the same team by nearly 20 points. So they are a team that can respond, but they've played to their rank nearly the entire season. So it's great for us to see what a #1 team in the state looks like.
Beat me once, that's a good game, but twice, not going to happen. As number 23, Ella Wiggle makes 1-2 for Granville, and they currently hold a 16-5 lead with just over a minute to 30 to go here in this opening quarter. As Bloom Carroll gets the ball pass, half court and attempts to get their offense set up. There was moving and there was bodies hitting the floor, and I believe that was a foul on Granville. Will give the ball to Bloom Carroll.
Just a little bit too aggressive, but again, you can't be mad at the intensity that they're playing with. They've extended their press, guarding them all the way up the floor, and anytime they're trying to cut to the basket, there's a player right on them. So a little bit too much contact, but you have to appreciate the effort.
Number 30 for Granville, Kaylee Lekas makes her first trip onto the court as Bloom Carroll gets the ball inside and was met. And it was a little scrum, but I think there was a foul on Bloom Carroll trying to get that loose ball from Granville. They're definitely going to have to get some defense in to make some easy points. As we're looking here on the replay, that was a trip by Granville. So Bloom Carroll will get the ball from their back, and a good in and over and up and under, and 2 points here by Emily Bratton of Bloom Carroll. Cuts the lead down to 16-7 with just under a minute to go. And
Emily Bratton, again, she's their scorer, and expect her to be more aggressive. Obviously, they've had a tough time in this first quarter, but that was a great shot.
3 ball up and made again by Kate Schreiber. She is filling that 3, and it's 19-7.
And there you go with a response. You get a score on this end, and it's met by a 3-point shot. So what are you to expect?
Bloom Carroll looks to get the ball inside, but that was a nice interception by number 24, Ava Gossman of Granville, as they go the other way looking for the last possession of this opening quarter. I'll tell you, they started off slow, but when they were ready to go, it's definitely something to behold.
And it looks like Granville is going to stall for this next five seconds to hold on for the last shot.
The ball is up and made by
a bank.
The bank is open Thursday night at 8:20 here. Kaylee Lekas with a 3 to end the first period with the score. Granville 22, Bloom Carroll 7.
And as you see in this last play, a bank by Kaylee Lekas. Like, what do you say? I mean, they started off a little slow, and then they hit a barrage of 3-pointers. And I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think that's where most of their field goals have come from, is from the 3-point line. I'm not for sure what Bloom Carroll can do to cut into this lead, but one thing, they have to stop the 3-point shot. So maybe extending their man-to-man defense, that could help, but we'll see coming back with the second quarter.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here. Once again, this is the Score on Air Network, and we thank you for listening.
Can you see yourself working on TV, radio, or social media? As media professionals, we make our voice heard. Call the Ohio Media School and be a part of something bigger than you and me. You'll train and get the skills you need to work in TV, radio, social media, film, and much more.
I graduated and now am working as a director of marketing at a local radio station. My future is set.
Call the Ohio Media School now and be a part of something bigger. 614-723-9675. 614-723-9675.
And we're back here at the start of the second quarter as Granville gets the ball. They look to get it up in, but the layup was missed. And the ball will go the other way to Bloom Carroll. Maybe they can turn that defense into some offense and get this second quarter going in their direction.
Yeah, and it's the defensive intensity. Before the break, we talked a little bit about the 3-point shot and how Granville is just knocking them down at a high pitch, but it's their defense as well. It seems like Bloom Carroll can't get into any type of set piece or anything to get one of their players the ball. We've called Emily's name a couple of times, but we haven't heard any other player make some noise to start out this game.
Good ball movement by Bloom Carroll as they try to look for an open shot. Reese Pittman with the ball, passes it, and there's a 3-ball up and missed by Marissa Wilkerson. Bloom Carroll looking to hustle. Great hustle by Bloom Carroll to get the ball back. and the ball was thrown slightly above the head of Reese Pittman, and that will be a turnover going the other way.
They got a shot to the basket. They got an open three-pointer. You can't be mad at that. But just a little bit more activity. But I can't say what they can do or any suggestions, because I think Grandview's defense is just locked in right now.
I'm trying to figure out what is more impressive, Granville's defense or Granville's offense.
Correct.
As they get the ball inside to number 23, Ella Wiggle, she misses, but they get the rebound, and then a three ball out by Harper. We said her name again, Harper Ariano, with I believe her third three of the game so far, maybe fourth.
I didn't have Harper shooting threes on my players to watch list, but that's a name everybody should know. I mean, again, she's a 6-foot sophomore stepping out three-point line. This is her third three-point shot.
She shoots the three, plays good defense. I even seen her get a couple rebounds. What can she not do is the question. Oh, good steal by Ella Wiggle, and she takes it and makes an easy layup. Great steal on the inbounds. Great heady play to be proactive and get that steal. And the score is 27-7 Granville early here in the second quarter.
They're just in the zone offensively and defensively. And now they get the offensive foul.
That was some great defense by Granville, and that was a charge, and the ball will go the other way. Harper, she shoots threes, she gets rebounds, she makes good passes, and she will take the ball out here once we get back to play.
And I'm thinking, what can Bloom Carroll do? Obviously, they're going to have to get some stops, but defensively, it's more like a team effort. We talked about Ella Wiggle being one of the leading scorers, and Kate Schneider, obviously, she's knocked down some shots. But everybody's getting the piece of the pie for Granville. Harper, who I didn't have listed going into the game, has really impressed me. So I'm not for sure what Bloom Carroll can do to slow down this Granville team.
A three ball is up and missed by Kate. I believe the ball will stay back with Granville as, yes, that will stay in. And Aaliyah Moore for Granville will come back in, where she'll replace number 23, Ella Wiggle.
And once again, it should be mentioned by Cincinnati.com ranked Granville as the top team in Division II in the state, and they're very much playing like it in this district final, that they have some expectations that they want to meet.
Bloom Carroll looking to get back in the offensive way, and there was a nice three-pointer by Melissa Wilkerson.
Chip away, that's all they can ask for.
One possession at a time. Good defense, better offense. A three ball to answer was up and missed by Aaliyah Moore. But Granville gets the rebound, and I believe there were one too many steps with no dribbles, and that is a travel.
Take the momentum when you can. You got the three-point shot. Now you're in double digits. You got a turnover. Now let's work it a little bit. We'll see what Bloom Carroll can come up with.
Bloom Carroll currently down 10-27 here with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half, as Granville gets the steal and will be bringing the ball up the court. Ella Schneider, number 2, the guard, 5'5" guard, the junior, gets the ball into the half court. It's always good to see good ball movement. I like to see when all the participants at least touch the ball 1 or 2 times, but I believe the other team touched it, and there's a steal going the other way, and a good strong move by number 3, Emma Bratton. She missed that shot, but she will go to the line to shoot 2. Good strong move.
Yeah, on the previous possession, I thought she was pressing just a little bit, but I think she feels that the lead is getting away from them. But that was a nice aggressive move. She nearly got the and one. And if she can continue to do that but stay in control, I think they can continue to chip away. They're going to need her to get some big shots, to get some shots up. All of them are going to be big at this point. But as long as she maintains her composure and be aggressive, she'll be perfectly fine. You don't need to come back all at once, but like you said, just one shot, one possession at a time, and we'll see what they can come up with.
It always helps to score when the clock is not actually moving, as well as Emily makes both free throws to cut the lead down to 27-12. Granville, with the ball. getting the ball passed around. Currently, Kate has it. She gives it up to Ella Hoover, who is her first time in the game for Grandview. That was good defense by Bloom Carroll, but the ball will stay with the Blue Aces. Number 24, Ava Gossman, gets the ball in court. Handled by Ella Schneider, passes it in. Wonder who they're looking for. Ava has the ball on a three. She passes it, and a good shot by Ella Schneider with a wide open three for Granville, and that extends the lead to 30-12.
Again, talking to the coach before the game, the Granville coach, he said they need to share the ball and to use all the players. That's exactly what they're doing. I mean, they move, they cut, they switch, they find an open person, and during this game at least, they're knocking down whatever shot they can get, and they've been 3 balls. So the execution is just immaculate at this point.
It is something to behold, to view with the eye, and especially to call as Bloom Carroll. Good strong move, and one by Emily. I think Miss Emily Bratton wants to attempt to take this game over, and it was not a charge. It was not a block, but a charge.
Let's see if the players' feet were above. They're above the line. So that was a great defensive play by our early star here. I think that was a Harper again stepping into it.
And Granville with a unforced error there. I guess the ball don't lie sometimes.
Ball don't lie.
The ball does not lie.
But her feet were above the line. I mean, it looked like an offensive foul to me.
Might have been a slight charge, but we will never know. Bloom Carroll with the ball, and the 3 ball is up and missed by Marissa Wilkerson, and the ball will go to Granville. Currently with a 30-12 lead with just over 3:30 to go here in this opening half. While I have a minute, I'd like to talk to you about the Ohio Media School. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. If you'd like to learn more about how you can start your sports broadcasting career today, visit beonair.com/Columbus or call us at 614-655-5250. The Ohio Media School. Learn from a pro to be a pro. As we get the ball moved from one end of the court to the other, number 2 for Granville, Ella Schneider, will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, it was a 1-and-1, and she made the first one. As number 20, Ella Hoover, checks back in. She will give Miss Harper Ariano a bit of a breather. Maybe this would be Bloom Carroll's time to get inside and get some more points.
And coming into it, the expectation was you're the number 1 team in the team in the state. You play like the number 1 team. And after a few, shifty early minutes, they've certainly played like it and have made sure that Bloom Carroll knows that the level of competition they're playing against is just a little bit different, up to a 19-point lead now. So hopefully Bloom Carroll can get a couple of shots to go down, but they're not getting any good looks.
That defense by Granville is sweltering. As Bloom Carroll looks to get the ball inside. It's a good shot up, but miss by number 14, Logan Hardicare, and the ball will stay. Oh, she's going to the line. Looked like Granville had a foul, and that will send Emma Seagraves to the line for Bloom Carroll. It bounced all around the rim, but not in the hole, so the first one was missed. 2:53 here to go in the opening period. She's going to shoot the second one, in and out. And it looks like, I believe that was Miss Logan with a foot on the out of bounds line, so the ball will go the other way to Granville.
And sometimes the game just goes that way, where you're going against a team that had obviously a barrage of three-pointers early on. The lead is really big. You have some free throws you can get, but unfortunately can't get them to go in.
It's raining outside and it's raining heavily inside as a three-pointer by Haley Strasser with her first few points and extended the lead to 34-12. Bloom Carroll looks like they wanted to get the ball in court, but it was deflected and will stay with Bloom Carroll.
And what do you do to stop this? As you see on the replay, the guard just comes in, gets the defenders to collapse on her, and her teammate just slides right behind her for a wide open three-pointer.
It's like they practiced that or have done that a time or two before. Good hands by Granville to deflect the ball. It will stay with Bloom Carroll on Bloom Carroll's side. Reese Pittman, number 2, will attempt to inbound the ball. She gets it in, passed it to Marissa, and got it ball back. And there was another deflection, so it will stay with Bloom Carroll on their side of the court. There's a pass inside and missed.
And now that outside, out of bounds play, they double team Emily Bratton coming out of it. So they're just not letting anybody, especially Emily, get any close or any open shots, good looks, whatever you want to call it. There's a hand in her face.
Granville with the ball, a 22-point lead, looking maybe not to hold it for the half, but definitely get a quality shot and waste some quality time as they get the ball around, making sure everyone gets at least 1 or 2 touches of a good pass.
I think they are stalling because number 30, Kylie Liskus, had a wide open three-pointer that she could have taken, but she didn't. But I think they're just trying to get the most of a good possession, move the ball, get their fundamentals down. If the leads stay how this is and they move forward, the competition obviously is going to get a little bit tougher. So it looks like they're just working on some things to close out the first half.
First rule of basketball is sound fundamentals, and it's being displayed here by Granville as they continue to get the ball, pass back and forth to each other as we approach under a minute to go here in this first half of Division II District Finals. And there's a 3-ball up and a 3-ball missed by Ava Gossman, but got the ball back, and they are, if they're not making the shot, they are up to get that offensive rebound, and some good offensive rebounding here. As you can see, if you get offensive rebounds, that's second chance opportunities, and second chance opportunities usually more times than not results in some points.
Yes, and it's getting offensive rebound to get a wide open three-pointer. Neither of those went down, but their activity on the offensive boards got them a trip to the free throw line.
Ava Gossman makes the first one of the 2 shots that she'll be taking. The second one is up, slightly off. Bloom Carroll with the ball, and I think there was there an injury or a timeout? I believe Bloom Carroll will take the ball from their defending baseline with 31.1 seconds to go. Looking to get the final shot here in the half to get something started and get some momentum, some type of positive momentum into the second half. But there is a steal, good hands by Kate Schreiber. The layup is up and missed by Ella Schneider. But there was a putback by number 20, Ella Hoover. And with just under 10 seconds to go, Bloom Carroll attempted to get the ball inside, and it was hit off their knee and will go back to Granville with a 37-12 lead with 1.8 to go here in the first half.
What can you say about this Granville team coming in here? Again, probably the most jitteriest first couple of minutes they could have, but then when they were ready to turn it on, they turned everything on. So we'll see how Bloom Carroll responds, but Granville is in complete control.
Again, you're watching this on the Score on Air Network, and we're going to take a short break, and we thank you again.
The following is a broadcast produced and starring students from the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus and their sports program, Score on Air.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score on Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
My name's Julian Jackson, and I came to the Ohio Media School in January of 2021 with a dream to go into broadcasting. My experience included intermission reports for OHSAA hockey and a lot of the teams in Central Ohio area. I was contracted to do track and field through NFHS. There was not a call that I didn't answer to be on air. And saying yes was my key to success. My experience there after my graduation from the Ohio Media School opened many doors for me. One of those doors happened to be the Big Noon Kickoff Show with Fox Sports. Started off as a runner, looking to continue doing everything that I'm doing, and now I'll be going back to work the NFC Championship. Not only that, I've had calls with WNKO and WHTH of Newark. I was running play-by-play and color commentary for their game of the week, Friday Night Football, and there wasn't a team in that county I didn't cover. I saw multiple teams on multiple occasions, made new contacts, made new friends, new partners, and new relationships with people that I know are going to be long-lasting, because it's not just what you can do, it truly is who you know. If you come in and you want to leave on time and you want to get there on time, it's not going to be the place for you. You're going to have to take sacrifices, and sometimes you're going to have to sit back and say, you know what, I have to get this done. And not just done, but finished. Networking is a very important part of your experience. You don't find every day instructors like the voice of the Columbus Blue Jackets, Bob McGillicuddy. You don't find guys who've worked inside of the production trucks for large broadcasts like Adam Dell. The experience of the instructors here is top tier. If you decide that you do want to start a program at the Ohio Media School, don't beat around the bush. Go all in. Be all in. You've got to invest it. You've got to lose weekends. You've got to lose time with friends. You've got to miss weddings. There's all sort of events that I had to say no to. And then after that 6 months, I was able to do it again. But for 6 months straight, it's a commitment that you're going to remember forever.
The Lance and Eileen Porter Foundation is a proud partner with the Ohio Media School and Score on Air Network. The foundation has provided food and other essentials to families in Columbus's Northeast Quadrant since 2018. They've also established the Porter Athletic League, which provides a safe environment for youths 8 to 13 to play sports, study, and work with volunteers from the Columbus Police and Franklin County Sheriff's Departments. For more information, visit lanceandeileenporterfoundation.org today.
see yourself working on TV, radio, or social media? As media professionals, we make our voice heard. Call the Ohio Media School and be a part of something bigger than you and me. You'll train and get the skills you need to work in TV, radio, social media, film, and much more.
I graduated and now am working as a director of marketing at a local radio station. My future is set.
Call the Ohio Media School now and be a part of something bigger. 614-723-9675. 614-723-9675.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but I mean, it's not like he's gonna know either. So.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be 50% less likely to use them.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not gonna look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
sportsmanship, teamwork,
Teamwork.
how to work hard,
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
how to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself. How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community. I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
This game between the Granville Blue Aces and Bloom Carrol Bulldogs High School is being broadcast through the cooperation of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The Ohio High School Athletic Association is a voluntarily nonprofit educational organization through which members' schools work cooperatively to adapt the standards and regulations that guide their inter-scholarship activities. The upholding of these standards and the adherence to the regulations help to provide more wholesome and educational, worthwhile activities for the student athletes aged 7 to 12, grade 7 to 12. The school participating in these contests consider inter-scholarships athletics as an integral part of the educational program and primarily for the purpose of making better men and women out of their students. Unless it accomplishes this, it cannot be justified in the high school program. Tonight's tournament game is one of the many being played throughout the state, leading to the state championship. The OHSAA reserves all broadcasting rights to postseason tournament games. And we're back here. I'm Ruben Davis alongside Candace Allen for the second half of this D2 district final between the Granville Blue Aces and the Bloom Carrol Bulldogs. Granville is currently holding a 39-12 lead with 7.5 to go here in the third quarter, and they currently have the ball to start.
And opening up this third quarter was a wide open layup for Harper right under the basket. So Granville is getting right back to what they were doing in the first half.
It looks like the ball will stay with Granville as Ella Hoover for Granville makes her first appearance of the second half. Ella Wiggle with the ball. She passes it to Kate Schreiber. I see Granville trying to hold the clock as much as possible. They have a nice, sturdy lead. They want to play their game and play sound defense, but I don't think they necessarily, well, as I was going to say, not caring about, scoring at a premium. Then you have Ella Hoover with the three.
I think that was Aaliyah Moore who made that three. Yeah, that was another shot from a player who hadn't scored yet. Gets up a three-pointer and makes it. So they're just passing the ball around the perimeter, find an open three-point shot, and knocking it down. There's really nothing you can do to stop that. Now they're up to a 30-point lead.
And good defense by Granville gets the ball back to them, and a three-pointer is up and made by Ella Weigel.
And that was Ella Weigel. Once again, she's their leading scorer throughout the regular season. She knocks another one down.
Ella Weigel has given Granville a 45-12 lead here with just under 6 minutes to go. Bloom Carrol with some good defense in the backcourt.
At this point, you just expect the teams Bloom Carrol to continue to compete, to score when they can, to contest open shots. Obviously, in a district final, especially pulling an upset in the semifinal, you want to come out and play hard and play the best of your abilities. But when a team gets hot, I understand, again, that they're the #1 team in Division II in the state by Cincinnati.com's, according to them. You can't do anything with a team that can just knock down three-pointers. And just not one player. It's like their whole team is just knocking them down.
Bloom Carrol attempted 2 threes, one by Marissa Wilkerson. That was missed, but they did retain the ball, and they have the ball. And a strong move inside by Logan Hardicare. But the pass was awry, and Granville has the ball going the other way. As Granville sets up their offense, they make sure to get at least 7 to 10 passes before a shot is made. It's real good to see the ball movement going around from one player to another.
There's no need to press. There's no need to rush. Another three-point shot.
That one was off, and it looked like Ella Weigel was attempting to get that offensive rebound, but she was a little aggressive, and the ball will go to Bloom Carrol.
Yeah, and as you see the replay of the three-pointer before by...
Which three-pointer was that?
Aaliyah Moore knocking one down. But yeah, like you said, Granville, 7 passes, then shoot. But that's what it's looking like. It's just execute their game. What they can do is just practice on what's going to get them to the next level, the next game. Again, every level of the competition gets harder. So they can do whatever they have to do to make sure everything is just toned and right and strategic and all that good to go. But they don't need to press. Just stay cool and play their game.
Bloom Carroll has the ball currently, and there's a 3-ball up by Emily Bratton, but that was off the mark.
And Bloom Carroll is trying to respond with 3-pointers of their own, but none of them are falling, and there's just nothing you can do about that.
So Ella Weigel missed the ball, got her own offensive rebound, and was attempting to put it back up. The ball left her hands, but she fought hard to get it, but the ball will go the other way. That was a good sequence by her. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to finish it, but there's a steal by Granville.
And the replay was of that little scrum on the floor. You got to love the intensity. The players are still out here competing. Doesn't matter the score. Come out here and compete.
Granville with the ball with just under 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Currently, Kate Tribal has the ball, and now they got it passed to Aaliyah Moore, who gives it up to Harper. And Harper coming off the bench with a 2-pointer to give Granville a 48-12 lead. 48-15.
Now we get Emily Bratton with a 3-pointer to respond, but I did want to point out what happened so quick. Granville is down there with another bucket. Harper Iannarino comes up. She has 14 points, another 3-point shot for her, as you see in this replay. It seems like she has way more. I mean, she's just been knocking them down, but she's been very active, especially in that first half, getting rebounds, getting steals, playing really, really, really big.
The Lance and Eileen Porter Foundation is a proud partner with the Ohio Media School and Score on Air Network. The foundation has provided food and other essentials to families in Columbus's Northeast Quadrant since 2018, and also established the Porter Athletic League, which provides a safe environment for youth 8 to 13 to play sports, study, and work with volunteers from Columbus Police and Franklin County Sheriffs. For more information, visit Lance and Eileen Porter Foundation.org today. And we're back here live at Capital University. Bloom Carroll with the ball, looking to get some offense and finish the quarter strong. A 3-ball is up and made by Melissa Wilkerson. She is definitely doing her part today to keep it kosher, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, continue to play. I mean, I'm not going to say the impossible is the impossible, but keep competing. That's all you can do, and get some shots knocked down. You played hard.
Defense would help, but that was a good inside pass to number 4, Taylor Werheimer, who just checked in for her first activity of the day.
Yeah, and what do you say? The players off the bench come in ready to shoot, ready to play. And as you see, Granville again coming down, pushing the ball.
Get steals, lead fast breaks. That was a good steal by Kaylee Lekas and driving to the hole. And for her good deed, she will go to the line to shoot 2.
And as you see the replay of the layup from one of the newbies coming into the game, Taylor Werheim, fresh off the bench, getting her first buckets.
First one by Kaylee is up and in. And I see that Ella Schneider will check in, as both free throws were made by Kaylee, and the score is 54-18 with under 30 seconds to go here in the third period of this D2 district final. And there's a steal by Granville, outlet pass to Kate, And it looks like they're going to hold for the final shot of the period. And it looks like that will get us to the end of the third quarter with the score Granville 58, Bloom Carroll 18. You are listening and watching on Ohio Media School Network.
The following is a broadcast produced and starring students from the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus and their sports program, Score on Air.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score on Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back here at Capital University. I want to apologize if I had mispronounced it. It's the Granville Blue Aces, and if any name was mispronounced, I humbly apologize. As we come back here to fourth period of this D2 district final game. And a 3-ball is up and made by guess who? Ava Gossman for Granville as they take a 57-18 lead here in the final period of this game.
Yeah, just another three-pointer. I wish I had the numbers in front of me to see not just how many they took, but how many three-pointers they made. And that seems to be their MO, is to attack the basket in some kind of way or dribble and penetrate, and then have a teammate slide behind the dribbler and get a wide-open three-pointer. And that seems to have worked like bread and butter this game.
Good hands on playing defense, and Bloom Carrol with the ball here. And a 3-ball is up and missed by Reese Pittman, but they were able to obtain the rebound and will attempt to get a good shot and a good play here in this fourth quarter. The layup attempt was up, but was missed, and now Bloom Carrol will go to the line to shoot 2. That would be number 25, Alyssa Brown, to the line for 2. The first of Alyssa's shots were slightly off the mark as she gets ready to shoot the second of her foul shots. The second one for Alyssa is good to cut the lead down to 57-19. Granville still with the lead and the ball. Good hands by number 2, Reese Pittman for Bloom Carrol, but that ball will stay with Granville. Ella Weigel with the ball, passes it inside. Good pass inside to Harper. But Bloom Carrol was there to greet her, and I believe the ball went out of bounds, so it will stay with Granville.
Yeah, and there's not much to comment at this time about what Granville and how Granville is playing currently. They're just staying within themselves, not pressing the action too much, just passing it around. When they get an open shot, they take it.
It looks like Ava Gossman will take the ball out and get it into the court to Ella Weigel. As Ella Schneider attempted to split the double team, Bloom Carrol with a great steal and a put up and put back by number 2, Reese Pittman of Bloom Carrol. Looks like Bloom Carroll is trying to play some trap defense, but a timeout, wise timeout was called.
Number 3, follow first 3. Ready to receive.
TT Murph is a proud sponsor of today's game by providing the crew with food, very, very yummy food. Make sure to check them out on Mondays for half-price pizza. TT Murph's is located at 2996 East Livingston in Columbus. You can visit them online at ttmurphs.com or call them at 614-231-2996. As we come back here on air with just over under 4.5 minutes to go here in this final period, as Granville has the ball and looking to eat up some clock and get some good passes in. That pass was deflected by Bloom Carroll, and it will go the other way. Reese Pittman with a nice deflection and steal. As Bloom Carroll looks to get an open shot, a 3 ball was up and slightly off by Reese Pittman, and that ball will go the other way to Granville.
Bloom Carroll still trying to get shots up. They're still out here competing. It looks like they're going to extend their defense full court. You have to appreciate the effort. This is a district final. They're playing hard. They have played hard. Just went up against a tougher opponent.
Yes, and Katie Cottrell, the 5'5" freshman, gets her first action of the game today for Granville. It's always good when we can get as many players in, get their names in properly, and get them some good run, sweat a little bit, get a shot up, good deflection.
Yeah.
You just want to be active. You practice every day, 5-6 days a week for these moments, just to get out on the court and show what you can do. As Bloom Carroll looked to play some defense, the ball went out of bounds and will stay with Granville. Just under 3 minutes to go here in this D2 district final game, and a 3 ball is up, and a 3 ball is made by Taylor Werheim for Granville. And the score is currently 60-21 with just 2.5 to go. Bloom Carroll is still playing to the last second, and that definitely shouldn't go unmentioned.
Yeah, and what do you say about just the amount of 3 points taken and the amount of 3 points made? Again, if their MO is this and they shoot it at this high clip, I expect them to continue to do big things. And they've proven themselves why they have that top ranking, not only in the region, but also in Division II. And Granville has showed something special tonight.
They have indeed. As they get the ball past half court with just under 2 minutes to go here in this game. There's a good trap by Bloom Carroll. And it will stay with Granville. And I believe we will get some more players in. Number 10, Hannah Bogovin, the 5'6" sophomore, comes in. I believe the starters are getting their well-rested break and celebratoriness. Also, number 32, Allie Ernsberger for Granville checks in. Katie Cottrell with the ball and look to get the ball past half court. But Bloom Carroll is still playing into the bitter end. There's some good defense there. And it looks like it's going to stay or it's going to go the other way too. Bloom Carroll, good defense, leads to an opportunity as the clock continues to run. Bloom Carroll looks to take the ball out. Just under a minute to go here in this game.
Still competing. That was a great move by Emily Bratton.
She is going to compete until the final horn, and it shows with their team as well. It was a good pass. And looky there, Haley Strasser, number 34 for Granville, with her first 2 points of the game. Good job, Miss Haley. As the clock winds down here, just under 10 seconds to go, and it looks like the champions of last year in this district retain their title in an impressive fashion victory. The Granville Blue Aces are your 2022 District 2 champions here, as they defeated a game, but Bloom Carroll 62-25.
Yeah, what do you say? A 37-point win. You come in, it was those first few early minutes. Bloom Carroll came out, had a 5-point lead, and then Granville just
the switch got flipped,
and they've knocked down the 3-ball. I at least 10, maybe more, 15. It looks like if we can get the official numbers.
I would definitely love to see the box score.
The way, and it wasn't just one player. It was every single player, all the teams just shooting, knocking down the shots. They played their game. They were in rhythm the entire game. So if they can continue to do that and continue to knock down most of their 3-pointers, they're going to be a difficult team to beat, because obviously they play very hard on the defensive end. They play contained, they play under control, and then when you can shoot the 3 like that, it's hard to keep up with it, especially when all 5 players on the floor can knock down that shot. So I look to see them continue on and do big things. Once again, they're the #1 team in Division II. They're the #1 team in this region, and so the expectation is for them to continue to play big like they did today.
We're going to throw it down to the PA so we can hear the presentation of the champions of the district.
When your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. First, for the 2022 district runner-up, Bloom Carrol Bulldogs. The individual medallions to the non-starter first, number 0, Charlie Conrad. Number 1, Taylor Brooks. Number 4, Emily Lang. Number 5, Addison Luke. Number 11, Regan Hardacre. 13, Abby Payback. 21, Sophia Hahn. 25, Alyssa Brown. And 35, Sophia Green. The starters tonight for Bloom Carroll were number 2, Reese Pittman. Number 3, Emily Breton. Number 12, Marissa Wilkinson. Logan Hardacre. And 23, Emma Seagraves. The head coach for Bloom Carroll is A.J. Ireland. Will the captains and representatives of the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs please come forward for the presentation of their team trophy. Congratulations to the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs. And now, the 2022 District Champion in Division II, the Granville Blue Aces. Number 2, Ella Schneider. Number 4, Taylor Wareheim. Number 10, Hannah Rogovic. Number 12, Katie Cottrell. Number 20, Ella Hoover. Megan Lodge. Number 30, Kylie Leskis. Number 32, Allie Ernsberger. And 34, Haley Strasser. The starters for the winning Blue Aces tonight. Number 5, Aaliyah Moore. Number 14, Kate Schieber. Number 23, Ella Weigel. Ava Gusman. And finally for Granville, it's 42, Harper Annarino. The head coach for Granville is Tate Moore. Will the captains for Granville please come forward for the presentation of the team trophy?
And we again welcome you and thank you for tuning in with us this evening for some good Division II district finals between Granville and Bloom Carroll. For Candace Allen, I'm Ruben Davis, and we thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone. Be safe.